Instead of staring blankly into space as he typically does, Najib Razak seemed to have his focus on the heated exchange between his lawyer Harvey and the prosecution's final witness, Rosli Husain. Harvey questioned whether the MACC investigating officer had leaked documents to the Sarawak Report, an investigative reporting portal. Rosli strongly denied this, but admitted that an exposé published by the website became the basis of his investigations into SRC. By the Malaysian Insight, this is The People versus Najib Razak. Follow us into the courtroom where it all happens. I'm Patrick Teo. Court began at 9:15 a.m. today. Najib, in yet another blue suit, was seated in the accused dock while the MACC investigating officer, Rosli Husain, took the stand for the fourth day. He is the prosecution's last witness. Rosli was once again dressed in his dark blue uniform with gold buttons. He spoke loudly and clearly and always addressed the judge when he answered his questions. DPP Suhaimi Ibrahim picked up where he left off yesterday and had Rosli verifying more documents. In total, 760 documents have been submitted as evidence. The documents the witness identified this morning included board memorandums seized by enforcement authorities in 2015. By 10 a.m., Suhaimi was done with questioning as promised. Najib's lawyer, Harvinderjit Singh, took over for cross-examination. Both Harvey and Rosli seemed to have their claws out during the questioning. The exchange was tense and at times heated. The witness appeared to be annoyed at the lawyer's questions, telling him to be clearer. Harvey brought up an article published in the Sarawak Report on July 2, 2015. It was titled, "Sensational Findings. Prime Minister Najib Razak's personal accounts linked to 1 MDB money trail." Rosli admits that the report was the basis for the investigation into SRC. Harvey then pressed Rosli to reveal who leaked confidential information to the portal. He asked Rosli whether he had given information pertaining to the case to Claire Rucastle-Brown, the editor of the Sarawak Report. Rosli vehemently denied this. He reiterated several times to Judge Naslan that he had never met Claire. He added that none of his officers have met her either. Najib, who was seated in the dock accompanied by his 2 yellow cushions, seemed to be paying close attention to this exchange. Harvey asked Rosli to walk him through how the investigations first started, including his appointment. This was covered when the witness first took the stand on day 50. To refresh your memory, Rosli was appointed the IO, or investigating officer, in Najib's SRC case in 2015. He said Prem Rash had lodged a report against SRC on July 3, 2015. Prem was the MACC's Assistant Commissioner of the Forensic Accounting Department. After the report was lodged, Prem had gone to SRC's office just days before the Bank Negara raid on AmBank. While conducting the investigation, Rosli said he was assisted by officers from Prem's unit. The case was investigated under the MACC Act, the Anti-Money Laundering Act, and the Penal Code. When asked, Rosli confirmed that he was only involved in investigations into SRC and nothing else. Harvey then circled back to documents being leaked to the Sarawak Report. He asked Rosli why there was no investigation into this matter. Rosli said it should only be investigated if his documents were leaked. In this case, it wasn't. The documents given to the Sarawak Report were leaked 4 days before Rosli started his investigation on July 6, 2015. He agreed with Harvey that other parties like AmBank could have leaked the documents, but he didn't know who. Rosli never pursued the matter. He left it in the hands of the police. His job was to conduct the SRC investigation. Harvey requested for a 10-minute break, to which Judge Naslan obliged. Najib headed for the cafeteria for a cup of coffee. When court resumed, Rosli told the court that he had interviewed 163 witnesses in the course of his investigation. Rosli said that the last witness statement was recorded by the MACC in May 2019. Prosecutor Sitambaram objected to Harvey's line of questioning. He said the IO cannot be used by the defense to find out who they had recorded statements from. Sitam said Harvey should ask the witnesses themselves, not the IO. Harvey moved on to Joanna Yu, the AmBank's relationship manager, and fugitive businessman Joe Low. Rosli said he met Joanna twice in May 2019 to verify her chat logs. Joanna, however, stated that she had gone to the MACC 3 times. With regards to Joe Low, Rosli took his statements on November 27, 2015 in Abu Dhabi. There, Rosli had also shown him the chat logs from Joanna's phone, but he denied any knowledge of them. Rosli had also recorded statements from Zeti Aziz, the former Bank Negara governor. He had never met her personally, but interviewed her over the phone. At 1 p.m., Judge Naslan wrapped up proceedings for the day. He had other cases to hear. The trial will continue on Thursday morning after the lawyers attend case management for the 1MDB case before Judge Colin Sequeira. This podcast is produced, written and mixed by Revati Subramaniam, Yap Pek Kwan, Yvonne Lim and Ravin Palanisamy. Additional reporting by Timothy Acharyam. I'm Patrick Teo.